the Royal Exchange is billed as a gender-swapping, time-travelling comedy, a real romp. The book, written by Virginia Woolf, was like a love poem to Vita Sackville-West. I think what Sarah Riles managed to do with this piece, when she adapted it, is make it fun, beautiful. It's really accessible because it's like a romp through the centuries, and it's a group of storytellers, us the actors, who are bringing it to life. I think people will find that the play is relevant because it's about loving a person regardless of their sex, and I think that it's about men being able to be feminine and women being able to be masculine. And I think that in 2014 we've come a long way. There's still a long way to go as regards equality, but I think that it does show that we can be lots of different things, and I think that is relevant in 2014. I worked at the Royal Exchange 4 years ago. I did Blythe Spirit with Sarah Frankham, and we'd been looking at plays over the last 3 years, and I think we read about 12, 15 plays. And we were almost there at deciding what to do. And then she introduced me to Max Webster, who had come up with the idea of Orlando. And when I read it, I just thought it was such a challenge and a really interesting piece. And also it brings Virginia Woolf to the masses, to everyone. And I thought that would be a challenge. I didn't know how much of a challenge it would be until I started rehearsals. And now you're interviewing me in the middle of rehearsals and I feel a bit like this. This differs from other jobs that I've done before in the theatre because we are devising. We have Max, who has worked in quite European styles before. He's worked with Complicité, physical theatre. We also have Liz, who's our movement coach. She's worked with DV8, a dance company. Then we have Vicky, who is from Upswing, who's our aerial coach. And we are devising with absolutely kind of from scratch, and there's not a lot of set. So it's just we are creating things, and that was interesting for me. I've never quite done physical theatre, certainly never done aerial in the way that we're doing it. So everything's a challenge, really. I've been asked about playing a boy and a girl a couple of times, and I see it like this, that as a woman in 2014, I have quite male, what you would regard as traditional male qualities. I go out to work, I provide for myself, I drive, I'm very self-sufficient. I see it as a growth of always being a woman, but it's up to you to decide if you see it like that, and that's the beauty of it. And at the end of the play, I'm either a 36-year-old woman or I'm 500 years old and have been a man and a woman throughout those centuries. You take your pick.